This is a guided contemplation, an invitation to use our active imagination to enter into the soul space I talked about in the previous video. So if you'd like some background to this guided session, then watch the video Entering the Realm of Myth and Story first. And I'm just going to leave this as we watch the sunset over the Aegean. So if you just want to watch the sunset, you might want to turn the volume down and just watch the sea and the land and the amazing orange light this evening. So here we go. Find yourself a space where you won't be disturbed for the next 15 minutes or so, somewhere you can sit or lie comfortably, where you feel safe and secure. If you find it helpful, you may want to light a candle or some incense perhaps to mark the time as a sacred entering into a different way of being. Or just take a little pause to shift from whatever it is going on in your day to this little oasis of soul space. We're going to enter into a gentle soul journey using our active imagination to find our way to a safe sanctuary where we'll meet with a soul guide, a wise and loving figure who will give us what we need for this moment in our lives. At times, particularly at the beginning, you may find that you really need to activate your imagination to enter this flow. In time, the imagination may take over and you'll find new and interesting things happening. But don't worry if this doesn't happen. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. If at any point things feel a bit stuck, simply relax, breathe, and gently imagine yourself back in the flow of the story. It's okay just to sit in quiet with seemingly nothing going on. In fact, that often may do us a lot of good in its own right. In this whole process, you are entirely safe. And if you need to stop at any time for whatever reason, then all you need to do is open your eyes, move your body, notice the sensations of your body and the world around you, and you can go about your day. So, let's settle down into this peaceful moment. Slow down your breathing. Take 3 long breaths deep down into your belly. As you do so, notice any tension you're holding in your body. And if there are any thoughts and immediate concerns running around in your head, even little things like, what am I going to have for lunch, and so on, lay them to one side for now. You'll be able to pick them back up at the end of the session if you feel you need to. It may even be helpful to write them down and say to yourself, I'm leaving this here for now. Now, sitting or lying as comfortably as you can, you may find it helpful to close your eyes or put a scarf or blindfold over your eyes. Take a few long, slow breaths, finding your own rhythm. Take your time. And I invite you to imagine a place that you know, somewhere out in nature. Call to mind all the sensual experiences of that place. Colours, sounds, smell in the air, the feel of the ground and the breeze on your skin. Let it be a place that has some kind of opening into the ground. Big or small, it doesn't matter. Perhaps a hole in tree roots, a cave, a rabbit hole or a crack in the rocks, a pool or a spring. You're standing by this portal that will take you to a deep, a deep and sacred place. And when you're ready, push or climb into the hole, remembering that you are perfectly safe and this leads to somewhere that is full of wisdom, love, and kindness. Move into the portal and notice what happens as you travel down this gateway. You may be squeezing through a cave or carried away by an underground river, or maybe travelling quickly through a tunnel of lights, or whatever comes to mind. There's no wrong way to do this. Take your time, move at your own pace, going deeper and deeper into the warm, safe, holding space of the earth. And when it feels right, begin to imagine the space opening out until you find yourself in a more open place. Maybe a cavern or a clearing in the forest, a beach perhaps. Sit there for a few moments and allow yourself time to arrive. Know that this is a sanctuary where you are held safe and secure. And now when you're ready, invite another being into the space to join you. Maybe a wise guide or teacher, an animal whose energy you find helpful. If you have roots in a particular religious story, then perhaps someone from your religious tradition. Someone you trust to give loving and kindly energy to you. Imagine them present with you. Sit together for a while. You may sit together in silence, enjoying each other's presence. You may want to ask them a question or tell them something or ask something, whatever arises from your heart. They may speak to you or ask you a question or give you a gift. Simply allow the interaction to unfold just as it needs to. No need to force anything. Relax and enjoy this quiet, gentle space where you're loved and cared for. And I'll give you some time in silence to let this moment play out just as it needs to. Allow it to flow without criticism or judgment on your part. Just allow whatever needs to be. Simple, peaceful, kind. Now, take your time, but whenever you feel ready, say thank you to the one you've been spending time with. If there's something they've given you, then take it with you. And when it feels right, when you feel ready, we're going to gently come back to our physical space and body. If it feels right to you, then retrace your steps along the pathway you took, back out of the portal you entered. Bring your attention back to the physical sensations of your breath. Start to move your body a little. Wiggle your toes and fingers perhaps. Open your eyes and move around a bit. You're in this physical body and this physical space. It may be helpful to write down what you experienced. Perhaps express it in a piece of art, a drawing, painting, poetry maybe, or simply a journal entry writing about the experience. And remember, you can return to that place anytime you'd like to. It holds the deepest aspect of ourselves and the most loving soul wisdom, and is always with us, even when we're busy and distracted in our daily lives. So I hope you found this guided contemplation helpful. Please do use the video whenever you need to, or use it as a basis for developing your own process of journeying and reflection. If you'd like to discuss anything that emerges for you in these journeys, then drop me a message. I offer one-to-one sessions for soul accompaniment via video or in person. So now, thank you for joining me, and I wish you a kind and peaceful day. Lots of love.